Well, at the time that I started, I was hoping to obviously lose weight. And a lot of it at that time was about how I looked and how I felt about my body when I looked in the mirror, a lot of insecurity, stuff like that. So I really just wanted to change how I looked. I had a lot of struggles with my weight. One of the biggest ones was PCOS, and the doctors kind of told me oh, you're never really going to be able to lose weight. In my mind, that was a big setback because obviously I kind of always knew, but I would use that as an excuse. Well, I have PCOS, so I'm not really going to be able to lose weight. Also, just motivation. I had no motivation to do anything. I was very depressed. I was taking care of my mom. I was trying to do school. I was trying to work. I kind of also just made a lot of excuses about that. Oh, well, I don't have time to go to the gym. I'll do it when I have time, or I don't have time to eat healthy. I don't have time to meal prep. It kind of made me feel like I had an excuse. I just kept perpetuating it. But obviously, I didn't feel good about myself at the end of the day. Honestly, it was just my clothes. I knew that I was gaining weight, but when I would put on a pair of jeans, I felt them getting tighter and tighter. Okay, this is getting crazy. And then I hadn't stepped on a scale in a long time. And I stepped on the scale and I was like, oh my gosh. Because I remember a long time ago that there was a number and I was like, oh, I'd never let myself get past. And then I was past that and I was like, okay, what the F? Okay, I need to do something about this. I was scrolling and I saw the ad. That's actually right down the street. Let me just go see what it's about. I clicked on the ad and then lovely Lori messaged me. And then I came down here, I think the next day. You were very intense, but in the perfect, right way. You honestly kind of just pushed me, and I got a lot of anxiety ever coming into a gym. You recognized the things that were my excuses and told me that's kind of an excuse, but not in a harsh way. You were also compassionate and new. I don't know, you just made me feel very comfortable here. And I was like, okay, I trust this girl, I'm gonna do it. I felt like I was in good hands, and that was a huge contributor of agreeing to do it. I went to the grocery store, bought all new foods that followed the list. I started meal prepping, I started eating healthy, started going to the classes 3 times a week, and honestly from there, so much happened. My mindset changed, I started getting more motivated, I started getting more energy. Well, I would say the program was pretty easy to follow, easier than I thought it would be. Especially when you're given a list of food. I thought it was going to be super restrictive, but there was actually a lot of foods that I already like and eat on there. So that was pretty easy. Plus meal prepping makes it very easy. The hardest struggle I had was drinking water because I'm not a water person. I bought a water bottle. It was pretty doable to drink a gallon of water. It took me a while to get there. In the classes, I actually really enjoyed the classes. I'm not going to say that they're easy, but they are easy to follow. I went in with no workout experience and obviously could do them, but they push you, definitely. It turns out to be enjoyable. And the vibe was very supportive. I liked that it wasn't just one person. I got to know you, I got to know Brian, Kyle. It felt like I knew immediately so many people here. Also, the vibe in the class just felt everyone's high-fiving you at the end of it. When we're in there, everyone is friends with you and everyone wants you to do the best that you can do, and everyone understands. Honestly, a no judgment zone. Well, I lost 12.25 inches and 12.4 pounds. The biggest result is a change in my mindset. So, like I said, going into it, wanted to change how I looked. I wanted to change the number on the scale, but coming out of it, I wouldn't have cared if that didn't change at all because my mindset completely changed. I saw even in just the first week, how putting what your body needs into your body and doing the things that your body needs you to do for it, how much that changes your life. I immediately had more energy. I wasn't as tired and sluggish all the time. I had more motivation. I was less depressed. My mindset just completely changed, and I guess I just became better friends with my body, which is really what I needed and what I will continue to benefit from. I understand more now that in order for my body to do what it needs to do for me, I need to do things that it needs me to do for it. So I would say that is the biggest change, no doubt, is my mindset. And that will probably continue to affect my life, or maybe the rest of my life. Because even after this program, just having that mindset will be so beneficial. At such a young age to realize the mindset that I have is such a positive and a good benefit because I am so young, and I feel like going forward, if I had kept the same mindset, I would have been in such a bad spot in the future. So it feels good to have realized this and like to become friends with my body at such a young age and be able to hopefully continue losing weight and continue not even losing weight, but just like being healthy and continuing to do what my body needs. You have to do it. From someone who has never ever liked going to the gym, never liked being in a gym, always felt very uncomfortable at the gym, I would say that this is honestly the most comfortable I've ever felt in a gym. Even when I'm not in class and I am just on the floor. I feel like full body, I don't know if this is just the reputation I got from it, but I always heard that it was like a gym where people went when they're like big lifters, they know how to lift. But that is not true at all. Don't even know what I'm doing. Every time I walk up to a machine, I have to read a little thing. And people will come up to me when I'm on the floor and be like, hey, but in like the least condescending way, like, hey, do you need some help? Like, do you know what you're doing? And I've never felt judged. Like I don't know, I think this is a great gym to start at. Also, there's a lot of support here, like between you, Brian, Kyle, like I feel like everybody's just so helpful. I know that it's scary at first, but you definitely won't regret it.